everybody, it's Kay, and I'm here with my November Allure beauty box. So let's see what's in here. This is always the first one that comes. We got a little, as we usually do, we got a little pamphlet, and I like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about something that is not in the pamphlet first, because it's on the top here. This is a 3-pack sample from Liquid IV Hydration Multiplier. I drink a lot of water, so I'm interested in trying this. So basically, this is a $4.60 value, because these packets are $1.56 each, so, or something about that. So I'm interested to give these a try. I've actually never tried these, so we'll see how that works. Okay, so, and that was not shown in here, other than at the very end, or the last couple of pages, there was just the fact that they were there it is on the back. They were advertising it. Okay, so anyway, let's see what we got. Now, we did have a choice of an item, and what that was, it was this pillow, well, it's the Beauty Light Wand. I got this in Pillow Talk. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. So this is, so the other choices were here. You could have gotten the rosy one. Let's see what they call that actually. That is called the Pink Gasm, or the Glow Glam, which I think is the gold one, and I got the Pillow Talk original one. So it's a glowy skin is always in. These gel-based Beauty Light Wands will give your complexion a special sort of a luminosity, whether as a blush or highlighter step in your routine. Add a touch of flush with the Rosy Glow Gasm blush in Pink Gasm, or create a strobe-like sheen with the highlighters in Rose Gold Pillow Talk Original, or Shimmering Champagne Spotlight. Okay, again, $42. This is a full size. So, okay. Well, I didn't have this, actually. I had some other blush by them, but I didn't have this one. So again, this is Pillow Talk. Okay, so you take off the top of it. You have to twist it a little bit. You can see that I've twisted it, and then it'll start to come out. Okay, yeah, and there it is. Okay, and there's what it looks like. Well, that's pretty. I am happy to have that. Now you have to make sure you wind it back down so you're not going to have leakage. Okay, so that's a good product. And I'm very pleased with that. That's their star product for here. So let's see what the next item is. So, and this is a good one too. This is the Kat Berkey Vitamin C Intensive Face Cream. This is an $80 product. I like Kat Berkey products. So it says why you'll love it. We could all use a little more time in the day, and this multitasking moisturizer gives us just that. Thanks to its 15% vitamin C, this potent cream brightens as it hydrates, leaving behind a glowy finish and a streamlined routine. After cleansing, slather a dollop or two onto skin from your forehead to your décolletage, and don't forget to follow up with sunscreen. Okay, wow. So these products are more expensive. I think they're pretty good products. So this is what the box looks like. And I did not have this product, so I am happy to have this. I had like an eye cream. I had some other things by this brand. I think I may have a primer. Ooh. It's a glass jar too, by the way. And I like that it has this secondary lid. Okay. It has just a minor smell. It feels really nice. Okay. So let's see what this looks like on here. Okay, it feels really, really soft. Well, I am actually very excited about this product. So far we got a makeup item and we have a skincare item. Okay, so the next item, this is the Half Magic Sparkle Stick Eye Crayon, and there you have a whole bunch of shades that you could have gotten. Okay, so I got the Phobot. It's going to be hard to see, but there it is. I mean, it's just going to be really, really hard to focus in on that. It is so small, and of course it's in white writing, so you're not going to be able to see it very easily anyway. So actually, I was sort of hoping, and they're saying this is the color of it down here. This is the product. Okay. Oh, look at that. That happens a lot on these sticks. It wanted to come out during shipment. They tend to, and there it is. I put it back in there gently. This looks sort of like a silver color. Yeah, a metallic silver color. Yeah, so a little dark. And I think you can probably and should spread it around a little bit. This would not have been the color that I chose for myself. I actually still get the second Allure box. I don't always video it because I videoed the first one that comes and the other one's not going to come for days. I'm really hoping, and the reason I do that is that I like to get the second choice of the color on things, and so I did choose the blush type more of the Charlotte Tilbury and the other one. And I hope that I don't get this same shade again. You know, I don't think it's a terrible shade, but I would really have preferred a champagne or a blue or the pink. And there's those other colors right there. So let's see if we can figure out which one Phobot is. I think the Phobot is probably this one here. So I would have preferred something lighter or pink or blue or the little purple one down there. That's what I would have preferred. So didn't get to choose on this item. This is a $25 item. So, you know, I can see where I can make it work. I'm going to have to play with it because I don't like for my eyes to get too darkened because then it just makes me tired looking, and I don't need that. Okay, so the next item, and I was happy to see this. This is by, and I've never pronounced this correctly probably, L'Occitane. You know, like you see the shops in the mall sometimes. Maybe I'm correct, I don't know. It's the almond shower oil. I really like bath oils, and so that's why this is a good one for me. This is not a full size though, and it's interesting. It has Braille here on the back, and you don't often see that. But there's the product, and the full size is $29 for 250 milliliters. This is a 75 milliliters, so this is an $8.70 value. And why you'll love it, the only thing more satisfying than watching this oil to milk cleanser. Oh, it's a cleanser. Okay, a cleansing shower oil. So it's not exactly a bath oil. Okay, it transforms from a silky elixir into a lavish lather, and it's soft and relaxing and velvety, and it'll leave your skin really soft post-shower. So you dispense a few drops in your hands or a loofah or washcloth, just like you would with a traditional body wash, and rub it into the skin, and then watch the sudsing begin. Okay. Well, I love almond smell as well, so we're going to put a little bit on here. I don't want to do too much because an oil is going to run out of here really quickly. So let's see. Just a little bit. Oh, you know what? I think there's a thing on here. No, there's not. Okay. At first I thought there was a stopper on here, and there's not. So thank goodness there's some kind of thing that it doesn't just come really out of here fast. It smells very, very nice. Of course, we don't have water here, so it's not sudsing like it would. But anyway, I've always loved that smell from their products. I don't really buy their products though. I have, over the years, I have gone in the shop, but anyway, it's just not something that I don't go to the mall very much actually, so. All right, so the next item is Lucetta Biotin and Collagen Hair Mask. So we have a bath item, a hair item, a skin item, and 2 beauty items so far. Okay, so why you love it. If your strands are more straw than silk, a weekly treatment may just be what the doctor ordered. This strengthening biotin, plumping collagen, and nourishing argan oil in this mask give thin, dry hair a softer, shinier look. So during your next everything shower, skip conditioner and make this cream put this cream on from mid-lengths to the ends. Leave it on for 5 minutes and rinse. So a full size is 500 milligrams or 500 milliliters for $36, and this is actually 100 milliliters, so this is 20%, and that is a $7.20 value here. All right, let's see what it smells like. This is the top of it. Okay, it has the kind of top that once we open it here, I actually keep these little foil seals on here to try to keep the product in there as much as possible. Okay, I really like that other type of seal that we saw that goes back on and fits on. Okay, well, here it is here. And it has a floral type of a baby scent is what it has. Well, I'm going to use it. I do have very fine hair. I don't need something that's going to weigh my hair down, and I don't have dry hair, but I probably won't use a lot of it, but I am interested to see what it'll do, because I think one of the things it mentioned was a shine. Is that what it had said? Okay, nourishing. Give thin, dry hair a softer, shinier look. Well, I don't have really thin hair, but and it, you know, it's pretty thick. You know, really where it's not as thick up here as it used to be, but I have to be really careful with baby fine hair, because if I put too much of anything, that it's going to weigh it down, and I don't really need that, because I need a little bit of body. And so anyway, I am interested to give that a try. Okay, so the last 2 things in here, this is by Sephora. This is really a sample size of a mascara. I had no way to actually get a value of this, because they said a full size is, and this writing is too small for me. I'm gonna have to put on these glasses here. Okay, let's look at it here. Okay, so this is $15 for 10 milliliters, and they included 0.06 ounces in the box. This is basically about 2 or 3 applications at most. So it's the Big by Definition Defining and Volumizing Mascara. And why you'll love it, fuller, livelier lashes are right this way, courtesy of this big brush mascara. The thick bristles on the wand grip each individual hair to define and bulk up as they coat with the inkiest but smudge-proof pigment. Hold the brush at the base of your lashes and wiggle it from side to side until you reach the ends. Repeat and paint evenly. Okay, well, you know, I want to see that brush now that they're talking about it. Okay, well, it's a decent sized brush. So actually, I'm going to put a little bit more on here. I actually have on the Lancome, I think, Hip Niece today, and it didn't curl my lashes. Okay, I see a little bit more with this. Well, I'll try it. I mean, I'm not adverse to a Sephora product just because it's the Sephora and not like something like Lancome or something like that. Okay, well, it's a nice little trial size item to get. Okay, so the last item in here, I'm going to go ahead and get the glasses for this too. Okay, it is a fragrance, which I like because I haven't been getting them in the Macy's box. So this is Noteworthy Scents, is the brand, N307 Sunlit Grove. Why I love it. This summer may be over, but one spritz of this fruit-forward fragrance with notes of zesty mandarin orange and fresh basil will instantly transport you back to warmer weather and longer days. Cozy, creamy sandalwood keeps the scent seasonal. So you mist onto your wrist, you rub them together. They actually want you to rub them together. Sometimes you see that that's not recommended with fragrances. But anyway, here they want you to. And then you press on both sides of the neck for a perfume that lingers after application. A retail value is $139 for 100 milliliters. This is 1.5 milliliters. So this is $2, basically. The sample is $2. So we're going to try it. I like fragrances. And I do get them in Ipsy when I get a chance to get them, since I don't get them in the Macy's box anymore because they just don't do that. Well, it smells pretty. I actually like that. It's a very pleasant smell, and it's basically the things that it said were in there. Okay, so the value of these products, and again, I applied nothing to the Sephora one because it's just a 2 or 3 application thing. The value of these products is $164.99. So basically $165. As always, I'm pretty happy with this box for Allure, and I will use it. I think I will use everything in here. So that's what makes the box worth it to me. And I do actually end up using the Allure products. You know, Ipsy chooses some things for me. Sometimes I would never have chosen. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. I don't feel the same way about this box. They do a very good job of coming up with things that I'm going to use, and so that's why this is such a good box for me, and it's always the first one that comes. Anyway, I think we're going to see some more coming up. I have the Macy's box. I'm going to look at that in a few minutes, and then I think hopefully next week we'll start to see some FabFit. I actually think a FabFitFun box of mine will come in the next day or so, and I get 2 of those, and I think that maybe we'll see. Ipsy hasn't started to move yet, so that is going to take a little bit longer to get here. Anyway, that's everything for right now. Let me know which product you like the best, and you know, if you do, when you do get the box, what color of the eyeshadow stick did you get? I'm curious if everybody's going to pretty much get this one that I got, which is sort of like a taupe metallic, or there's going to be other colors that people get. So anyway, thank you for stopping by, and have a great day.